Hi, I'm Daz Greenwood, scientist at MIT Media Lab and co-chair of the Boston Legal Hackers. And this morning we're going to announce and talk a little bit about an upcoming legal hackathon exploring ownership rights and control to music and other media called the Open Media Legal Hack. And I'm joined by Brian. Brian, you want to introduce yourself and get us into it?
Sure. My name's Brian Wilson. I manage Kansas City's Legal Hackers chapter, and I also work at a startup called Risk Genius and do technology and policy research there. We're here today to talk about the Open Media Legal Hackathon, which is this globally distributed event that's going to take place in many cities all over the world from approximately the beginning of the month of October until the end of the month of October. So far, we've got cities like Boston, New York, Sao Paulo, San Francisco, Tokyo, Vienna, Kansas City, and Dallas Fort Worth, who are all going to be involved. If you want to find out more about how to get involved, maybe your city is not there yet, maybe you want to join a city that is there, you can check out legalhackathon.org, and that will provide you with some more background about how to get involved and support this initiative.
Yeah. Uh, can you see, Brian? Am I displaying the Legal Hackathon site now?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great. Yep. So and there it is. All right. And so this is the first of a series of videos where some of the co-organizers of the event. Here's some of the cities listed here. We should add Washington D.C. Are kind of interviewing each other to find out a little bit more about what's happening in each of these nodes. So as Brian um, sort of alluded, it's a distributed event, and I'm going to be organizing the node in Boston, and it's going to be happening at the Media Lab. Um, Actually, Sunday, October 28th, from 10. I have to update this date here from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that's at 20 Amherst Street in Cambridge, Mass. And the way you can kind of sign up for that is just through our meetup page, and then we probably will have an Eventbrite site for people that want to actually join hacking teams, and that'll be a little bit more organized. But in general, the format of the event is going to be um, learn, build, discuss. So we'll have some learning sessions where you'll be able to learn about interesting tools like Endor, which is a blockchain-based kind of big data and analytics platform that was actually started by a student right out of our research lab at MIT. There's Sandy Pentland there, who's the professor of the Human Dynamics Research Lab, and here's Yaniv, who is the student that started the company. So it'll be nice to have him kind of come home and show us a little bit. They're going to have a Docker image of this blockchain analytics program that people could use in the hacking track. We're also going to be collaborating closely with the Open Music Initiative, OMI, from Berklee College of Music, and they've helped us with a format, and we're going to be helping us with some tools and use cases as well. Their format is that we'll open our session with some artists who will actually be playing some music in the beginning, and the music that they create, new, fresh music, will then become inputs to hacking teams who can take the MP3 files or the other digital media and use them as an input as they work on their kind of copyright solutions and their trademark and their smart contracts and things like that. So we'll be keeping the artists in the center. We also have the Accord project will be making available some of their smart contract templates, where it makes it very easy to align the legal terms and the technical scripted terms together. And they've got some nice integrations now for dispute resolution and for many different aspects of the use cases for in the music and media industry context. So there's a little bit of an overview on some of what's going to be happening in Boston. Now let me see. Can I figure out technically how to get off of screen share? I think I did. Okay.
You did.
So what else? What else, Brian?
I was just going to comment. This event seems to be unique in that it's not strictly focused on like theoretical law. It's focused on very concretely on an application of the law, and that is the application of law to the different facets of music. So it's going to touch on several different areas, including intellectual property. So copyright, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, open source licensing, and then it also focuses on contracts as well. So whether that's smart contracts or smart legal contracts, licensing your intellectual property to somebody else, or figuring out how to negotiate kind of like a gig or anything like that. This is going to really be kind of like a testing ground for anything that kind of falls under the umbrella of something that affects a musician that's looking to put out music, make money from music, or open source music. So it seems it's something that I'm very excited about.
Yep, me too. The idea came from Sandy Pentland, the professor at the Media Lab, who suggested the time is right to work with Open Music Initiative and to have a music-focused hackathon. And I remember, Brian, when you and I brought this up at the Legal Hackers International Summit in Brooklyn, people loved it. And, it seems like every other lawyer is a wannabe musician. And
yeah.
To start with, and we've had no trouble at all in these venues across the world being able to reach out and engage with music. With musicians and with performing artists, lawyers guilds, and that kind of stuff. I know you've got some great stuff happening in Kansas City that will go into much more depth on when we spotlight Kansas City in the next video when you're back from Europe, you world traveler.
Oh man.
So I know you've got to go catch a plane to get to Europe.
Yes.
So we should probably wrap up. But thanks for being a co-organizer with me of the international level. It's great working with other legal hackers on the move like you, Brian, and looking forward to doing this event.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and just to kind of reiterate, if anyone wants to get involved, check out legalhackathon.org, and there's a Google form there with information about how to be involved if you want to be an organizer, and that's where all of the information about where the different nodes taking place, it'll link to their specific sites so that you can get plugged in with whatever city that you want to.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, as the sign up pages come online, it was the late September, but they're coming online now. About half of them have their Eventbrite and Meetup pages. The others are coming over the next several days, and we'll link to them all there, and many other good things. Just as a little teaser, Brian and I have put together with the other organizers a really cool Google slide deck that's a unified slide deck. It's going to help connect the whole world. As the interesting projects and ideas and media pop out from the world, we can just scroll our way to happiness and wisdom about how to transition to a digital age in the music industry context. Thanks to Google Slides, bringing us all together.
Yeah, who knew Google Slides could turn into the digital media gallery of the future?
Well, apparently now they do. So Google, listen up. Add this to your bag of tricks. Yep. Okay, everybody, thanks very much. It's good to check with you, and stay tuned, as Brian said, in legalhackathon.org for more news and info. Okay, bye-bye, Mr. Popper Slow Wave.